Hello and welcome back to One Trainer vs. the World Season 6. When we last left our protagonist, she was exploring Eastern Unova, and today we are going to continue doing just that. Oh, look, story stuff. Hi there, Vega.
Hehe, I used to fly, so it looks like I beat you here. Thanks for your help in Reversal Mountain.
If you go straight past Lala, I know that. Are you going to tell me plot stuff or something, maybe? Or are you just going to tell me stuff that I already know? This is the place.
You must be the ones who want to hear that old tale about Lacunosa Town.
Not really.
Behind Lacunosa Town, there's a mighty big hole. Have you heard of the giant chasm? Oh, I've heard that around the giant chasm there have been brief temperature readings of -58 Fahrenheit. That's what Jaren told me anyway.
The road is blocked, so we can't get there right now.
A long, long time ago, the giant chasm was created when a big meteorite fell from the sky. A really scary Pokémon was hidden inside that meteorite.
A meteorite?
When darkness falls over the land, this Pokémon appears. A frigid wind follows it. It freezes everything around and eats people and Pokémon. That's why everyone was afraid. The Pokémon ate people? So our ancestors surrounded the town with walls to prevent the Pokémon from getting inside this town. Also, a rule was made forbidding anyone to go outside after dark. And that's the end of the old tale.
A fascinating story. I'll add it to my research records. Everyone, we should be going. Well, I feel like my time has been wasted. Wasn't that an interesting false tale? The Pokemon's true identity may be unknown, but the power mentioned in the story is incredible.
I know! The power to freeze everything around it could even rival the power of the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon!
Yes, Bianca. It's almost like Zekrom, who scorched Unova with intense lightning long ago. By the way, Vega, do you remember the story of Zekrom? Yes. But you're telling me anyway. The meteorite.
The meteorite?
Zekrom was revived from a rock called the Dark Stone. It's supposed the meteorite from the story and this stone are one and the same. Take into account that elements from the same era were found in Dragon Spiral Tower, where Zekrom was, and in the giant chasm. It doesn't prove anything, but it could be a piece of the puzzle. Let's not write it off as coincidence just yet.
If your theories are true, it should be a really strong Pokemon. What kind of a reason would there be for it to come out only at night? If it doesn't like sunlight or something like that?
Until we look into it more deeply, it would be hard to say anything about that. Now that I think about it, the name Lacunosa could be derived from Lacunosa's clouds, which are clouds that resemble a net or a fence. I wonder if the name is related to a part of the story where they built walls to protect the town from that Pokemon. Sorry, I rambled on a bit, didn't I? Vega, could you ask Drayden about this? Blah blah blah. Seriously? Yes, you did. Yes, I did indeed ramble. Now, Pokemon Center, so that I can actually save my progress and such. I mean, saving the progress is not done from the Pokemon Center, but so that I can fly back here for future reference and such. Not that I think I'm actually going to need to come back to this specific town again. It's kind of irrelevant. Not quite as irrelevant as it was in Black and White 1, where it's just one of many detours that happen in the post-game that there's not really anything in. I needed that Blizzard in TM. It was extremely important, and now I need to teach something that Blizzard TM. And of course, it's going to be the Pokemon that already knows Hail. Oh yeah, and there was that Shadow Ball TM that I didn't get earlier. I must go and get that. So in that case, setting up a fly spot in this town was actually a good idea. because that means I won't have to walk all the way back later. Shadow Ball TM obtained! Really, maybe me holding off on evolving Francis wasn't even that necessary, because it wasn't that much longer after that I was able to get Shadow Ball. Still, I was able to get him to be useful a bit earlier, so I'd say it wasn't a total waste. Oh, it's you again.
What's up? Have you seen Team Plasma anywhere around here? I heard a rumor to that effect. Oh, for crying out loud! This is troublesome indeed. My curious trainers. Perhaps I should satiate your curiosity somewhat. The reason I am still part of Team Plasma is this. I want to know how the world will change. Listen, Pokemon are nature. Pokeballs are civilization. Humans who are used to civilization don't relinquish it easily. Of course, both nature and civilization are important. But what will happen to a world taken over by Team Plasma? People will be forced to throw out Pokeballs, a product of civilization. I want to know what that looks like, and I want to enjoy it! Shut your mouth! All I want is to get back the stolen Pokemon. Vega, give me a hand. You ready? Just to let you know, you're about to feel my rage.
I should have just rearranged my party first to make sure that I have good stuff up front. Well, if you're going to send out a Cryogonal, which is such a dumb Pokemon in every single respect, then, of course, leading with Azula is fine.
Fire Punch!
I remember just the Silver League's video on, like, really bad Pokemon designs. The old one, because he recently made another one, where I'm pretty sure he mentioned Cryogonal there just for being completely nonsensical. For being a genderless snowflake that learns Attract. Just asking, is this supposed to be just the sense of humor at the office? Because this has to be a joke. Well, this is proving to be a very difficult battle indeed. Wouldn't it have been typical if that body slam had actually killed Azula? Of course, just looking at how much damage it did, there is no way it would have killed Azula. That would literally have been impossible under these circumstances. What's with these two? I'm battling alongside Zinzolin. This shouldn't be happening.
These trainers remind me of that one from 2 years ago. I have no idea why. Get back here!
Well, with that once again kind of pointless detour out of the way, I can now progress and get even more stuff. Going to just check what's actually available on the next route I'll be going to too. Because I want to get cool stuff. Well, there is some cool stuff there. There's also some lame stuff. But let's see. The thing I'm hoping for has a 50% chance of showing up. Although several of the other things in that area are things that I have caught, so I suppose the chances of me getting one aren't completely awful, but we shall see. You remember how I said it would be hilarious if I ran into a female combi later, and thus by catching a male combi I had ruined my chances? Yeah, who'd have imagined that that would actually happen? Well, 2 more tries. I mean, Vespiquen isn't really that spectacular anyway. Oh look, it's another Komori, except it's a dude. Well, this was not the awesome thing I was hoping for. This game generally seems very good at not giving me the awesome things I'm hoping for. Well, that's part of the point of a Nuzlocke, I suppose. And I mean, I have been getting some awesome things at least. Now then, I am going to name you after another shut-in. Of course, a much more badass shut-in than the shut-in that I named you after the last time. For Keima is in fact the god of dating sims, or visual novels, which... close enough. Dating sims is an easier way to say it. Protagonist of the manga and animated world God only knows, for the record. And over here we are coming to yet another route. And will that contain something epic and amazing? Not overly amazing. Unless... ... Nah, nothing here seems to be super amazing. Oh wait. The route is actually across this small village thing. Wait! Wait! I've been waiting for this day! You're the 1000th opponent! I got a 999 win streak! Be my battle opponent! Not right now. I should not use surf to cross the river, for example. Wait, I gotta double check. Is this a separate area? Or is this part of Route 11? It's a separate area. So, if this is a separate area, then... Excuse me, I'm going to check if there's amazing things in this area too. I mean, for all I know, maybe there is an amazing gift Pokemon here somewhere or something. I don't think there will be, but you never know. Wait, there is actually grass in this route thing. Though the most likely thing I can get in there is... Or wait, no. Okay, in the water there is a high chance of getting a Basculin, which, even though I strictly speaking caught one earlier, still still won't go under Dupes Clause because I wasn't allowed to catch that one. And you want to battle me. Wait, why am I even afraid of battling at this point? I'm pretty sure I am in fact perfectly healthy. And you have a Sunflora, which is not a particularly amazing Pokemon. Fire Punch! I'm pretty sure it will one-shot you, but if it doesn't, then it's still not really a problem. So I guess I will just fight that guy up on the bridge then. Or... can I find some grass? Ah, here is the grass. I don't know what's up with this guy, but... Did the music just completely stop? The music appears to have just completely stopped. Ah. No, it's just looping. Still, Azula should not be at the front of the party now. In fact, she probably should have been switched out from the front of the party a while ago. So, what is your deal? You are a person who adds a flute to the music. Well, I didn't see any not dark grass, so I'm just going to stick to the dark grass. It's a Marill and another Marill. So then, I suppose it's time to kill one of the Marills. And then perhaps burn the other Marill. I don't expect either of these to be strong at all. I do hope that the one that I am now, that I just decided to aim for, has huge power though. Otherwise, it's completely useless. Oh, get burned, so that my chance of catching you will be increased. And then get confused, so that maybe you will hit yourself in the face. Right, you are now both burned and confused. Hit yourself in the face. Thank you. So, you know what? No. I was thinking just because it's a mouse I would call it Jerry, but it's female, so... Meh, that you are instead a police officer. Or, alternately... Forrest Gump's girlfriend, I guess. At least was she named Jenny or was it Jennifer or something? I don't know, it's been a very long time since I actually saw that movie. So, now we are heading over to Route 11, where I do believe there will be things that I can catch again. And by catching that Marill, I suppose I took out one of the potential encounters. Though this actually doesn't leave a whole lot that I'm likely to catch at all. That is a Pokemon breeder who, if I'm not mistaken, has a freaking Emolga. So, what's it gonna be? Wow! I did not expect that! That is the 5% encounter! And you know what this means? This means that Piccolo can evolve! That is awesome! Absolutely awesome! Right, so your name shall be... Well, since you are kind of related to Piccolo, I am going to name you after something related to a completely different Piccolo. Theo from Porco Rosso, who I believe her last name is Piccolo, or if it isn't, then at least she works for the Piccolo Foundation, so... And there is another legendary, which I'm pretty sure is fighting grass, so... This one, at least, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to fight. Grass fighting, indeed. And... At this point, its moves should be... Hang on, I'm not exactly sure what level it's going to be at. And of course, remember... Legendaries are banned from use, so I could not catch it anyway. It should be at level 45, so it shouldn't have any particularly dangerous moves. And I do have a perfect counter for it. So, okay, let's just fight a legendary then. But I still want to be healed up. Even if I'm 90% sure that I'm going to outspeed. And I'm going to be hitting with a quadruple effective move, so I'm probably going to one-shot. This music is a completely chaotic mess. And Carl should actually get a lot of experience from this, because this Virizion is higher level than him. I'm sorry if I completely effed up the pronunciation of that name in particular, as opposed to any other names that I've probably messed up before, but I have no idea how it's supposed to be said. Well, that was a difficult battle. I can't believe I won that. We have made it to Opaloosid.
Yahoo! I haven't seen you since I ran into you in Castilia City. Are you here to battle Grandpa? Yeah. Yep. Opalus City's gym leader Drayden is my grandpa. We're not really related though. Well, the gym's that way. Before challenging it, you might want to go to Route 9. Still, your Pokemon really respect you. I feel how much fun they're having even from inside their Pokeballs. Good luck!
Well, yes, I was going to go to Route 9 first. After all, there are Pokemon there that I can catch. And also, I believe the shopping mall, where I can get stuff that I will have use for. I don't know why I'm so dead set on checking ahead of time what I'm going to find in each route at this point. I mean, I can't really control it anyway. I suppose it's mostly just I want to make sure that there isn't some sort of event Pokemon I can get instead. These are not some amazing encounters. Yeah, just going to step into the grass and see what I can get. It's probably not going to be anything particularly cool. I suppose the best option would be that, which is exactly the same thing that I got here the last time. But Tsukimi is not a good thing to lead with here. Azula, just go in there and tank some hits while I throw balls at it. So that could actually be useful, maybe? Though I can't believe that throughout all of the areas I've gone to now, which makes up pretty much all the areas that are in the game, aside from a few now, I have not gotten a single fighting type Pokemon aside from the one that instantly died. So it's like a blade person, so I'm going to name it after the blades person from One Piece. Das Bones. It's a sufficiently badass sounding name regardless of its origin. But of course that's also what I did last time, wasn't it? Except that I just went with Miss 1 because I couldn't go with Mr. 1. And in this case I didn't even go with Mr. 1, I just went with what his actual name was. Neither of those TMs particularly interest me. Well, this is a place where there are a lot of Pokeballs and such. Well, Quick Balls will be useful for the last stretch of the game, I suppose. And Dusk Balls are always useful. Still no full restores though. Would have been great if there were some full restores though, but there aren't. And here we have the things that I'm going to use for my brilliant strategy to defeat Getsis. Provided, of course, that Kitan doesn't die before then. Just going to buy all the X items. Wow, it's been a long time since I've been this poor. Poor, relatively speaking. So what then about my latest acquisitions of awesomeness? Are they actually my latest acquisitions of awesomeness? Or do they secretly suck instead? Let's see. You're quirky and I don't care. Such sass, though. Alright, it does have huge power, so it's... Actually, I might be able to have some use of that. Maybe. Plus speed, minus special attack. That looks like it's going to be amazing. And of course, you were kind of awesome by default, just by the fact that you mean that Piccolo can evolve. And adamant. Brilliant. So okay, I did actually get some awesome acquisitions of awesomeness. Well, I'll have to think about maybe using some of them potentially.
Vega has gotten some awesome acquisitions of awesomeness, but will they actually do her any good? Find out next time.